Joined once again by the lovely Jennifer Delgado from AMHQ and our
you're making
weather
me
channel.
blush.
Well, yeah, actually, aren't you glad you're here today?
You know what? And I spy a little bit of orange in your pocket right there as well.
All right,
We're
very nice.
coordinating
Well,
this morning.
Okay, well, banana who? Anyway, let's get started. Look at the next 7 days ahead with Jen.
Yeah, that's right. Let's just get through the week, right? We don't want to take it too far out there. Well, as we show you for today, we're going to be looking at, it looks like a chance for some severe storms out there. No torcons out there, but we are going to be looking at some strong winds. We're looking at Iowa, as well as into parts of Missouri and Illinois. Some of the stronger winds around. We could also be looking at some problems with some flooding. But for the Northeast today, tomorrow, you are absolutely gorgeous out there. Temperatures where you want them to be, just a touch below average. But notice for tomorrow, we got some rain across parts of the Midwest. Here comes our next system. This is all going to be heading to Ohio Valley as well as to the Northeast for the weekend. So enjoy the dry conditions today and tomorrow if you're in the Northeast. Here it comes Saturday. Rain for Boston as well as Houston, up and down Interstate 95 as well as into Interstate 80. And then Sunday, still looking at wet conditions out there. We're going to keep it as well for areas including parts of the midsection. And if you're wondering what's going on here, we still have that ridge in place, and that's what's going to be allowing for all those disturbances to kind of ride around that ridge. As we head into Monday, we're going to start to see some storms setting up for southern parts of Georgia, but for Florida, if you're going there this weekend, be prepared to see some isolated storms around, especially if you're going to be in the southern tip. Here comes Tuesday, quiet in the Pacific Northwest, as well as into the plains and into the Midwest, and then we start to see things drying out finally for the Northeast. Over to you, Al. We're going to be looking today at more of those storms coming out there, but you know what? You enjoy your nice weather because you had such a bad day yesterday across parts of the Northeast. Now, good morning to you. We want to talk about this video that's coming into us.
Jen Delgado from Atlanta came in early, getting ready for AMHQ to help us out this morning.
Anything for you. You know I'd get up early, but then it'll cost you a little later on. All right, let's talk more about the severe weather setup for today. And we are going to be looking at some areas today with some stronger winds out there, but let's talk about how active this whole week has been. Now, Monday, that was the most active Monday, or I should say July day we've had since 2012. We actually had 505 storm reports. Tuesday followed up that act with 427, and then on Wednesday, 111. So we're going to continue that period, but today, again, mainly it's going to be the strong winds out there, as well as the threat for some flooding. As we show you what's happening, you can look at the rain right now moving through the radar. So if you're driving through parts of Kansas here and Stanberry, heads up for you because the roadway very likely to be closed, and that means you may need a little extra time for your commute into work. Flash flood watch is in effect. You can see a couple states there included, from Illinois as well as in Missouri and to Iowa. So be aware that we could be looking at anywhere between 1 to 3 inches of rainfall in some of these spots as we go through the next couple of days. Today, here's our severe weather threat in the red. This is where we're going to see the better chance for some of those winds to try to get a little, we'll say a little crunk later on in the day. And then tonight, kind of the same effect there, but then we're going to add in that rain across parts of the Great Lakes, and then that's going to be moving eventually into the Northeast, and another one hot on its heels. For tomorrow, the scattered storms around for the Great Lakes creeping into Buffalo. And as we show you, the next system that's going to be coming through tomorrow, that's going to be moving through the plains, that one's going to have a little bit more energy to it, and we could be looking at a greater, strong, severe weather threat out there. As we show you today, the main threat, as I said, is going to be the strong winds, and then for tomorrow, there it is. There's that next one that'll be eventually making its way to the Northeast, washing out your weekend. Hate to rain on your parade out.
Jen, just to clarify, you did say crunk, didn't you?
I did say crunked.
Okay, I just wanted to
get a little
sure.
crunk sometimes.
All right. Yes, that's very true. Thank you, Jen Delgado from AMHQ down in Weather Channel HQ. Doing double duty. Thanks so much, Jen.
Yeah, happy to be here. I mean, there's a lot of active weather to talk about today. And Al, I'm happy you're getting nicer weather in the Northeast.
That's right. That's just one of our 3 top stories that you need as you head out the door.
It's kind of crazy in parts of the country this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, we look at the Northeast. This time yesterday, you had actually severe thunderstorm warnings out there, as well as flash flooding across parts of Atlantic City. And let's talk about a big difference. Right now, we look live at Boston. Good morning to you. 59 degrees. You can see the bridge. You see the river there. Things are looking good out there. And today, you're going to see high temperatures in the lower 70s.
You got plenty of them out there. You don't have to search too far, Jen.
No, we don't. And if you're in Florida, you won't have a problem at all finding those storms out there. And as we show you on the radar, we do have rain lighting up in the midsection of the country, everything riding around the ridge. But Florida, we're talking to you because those storms are going to be firing up later on today, because you remember that front that came to town, brought those storms? Well, it decided to just park itself right in the area of Florida. And that's going to be the key to fire up those storms as we go through the day. We're going to see those from Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Panhandle. We we already have a flash flood watch out there. We're anticipating these areas picking up the heavy rainfall. And then, of course, it wouldn't be summer without the big old summer heat out there. And what it's going to feel like at times, 115 degrees. Maybe you live in Little Rock. Maybe you live in Nashville. These are the times you're saying, well, I wish I was going to the Northeast today, because the weather in the Northeast is going to be nice, but dangerously hot across areas like Texas as well as Jackson. That ridge just kind of keeps boogieing to the east and the west, and it keeps that heat locked in. And then we talk more about the severe weather that's going to be setting up, all riding right along that ring of fire. And as we show you, we've got one wave that's going to be moving through the weekend, and then on the heels, a second one. This one looks like it has more punch, and we'll see that working into areas like parts of the Ohio Valley as well as the Northeast. But this whole rainy pattern means for the Northeast, you're going to be looking at rains, and we're going to be tracking this even for Monday morning up and down Interstate 95. And it looks like we could see some severe weather out there even for today, with some strong winds around for parts of Iowa right now, but no torcons.
I appreciate the heads up.
We're going to see wind gusts across parts of Tokyo at 39 miles per hour, but again, making landfall as a Category 1 right along the prefecture of Shikoku.
Yeah, it's something that they don't want to deal with, but sure enough, it is on the way. Certainly some rough times for them.
It's actually bringing some relief from a heat wave they had there. So
that is very true.
A little bit of it.
Look at you with the silver lining. Look at the positive aspects. Jim, there are two other storms that are actually churning.
And we also saw some hail out there. I mean, that was gorgeous. Nice little mothership looking thing right there.
Did it produce a lot of rain?
I don't know.
It didn't. It didn't. It's pretty interesting to see this, but I mean, what a beautiful shot. This was sent in by, is it The is Ag?
The is AG.
AG. Works for me.
I speak
by
Twitter talk.
Well, I mean, what an interesting thing, though. But you see well-defined there. Again, you said it looks like a spaceship, a little bit of that rain shaft back there in the distance. Pretty interesting.
But we like the open land because you can really just gather the whole size of the storm there.
Without question.
You know who else is geeking out over this?
It's got to be Jim Cantori.
He is.
And I know, Jim, you've been seeing these storms rolling across parts of the area. We're talking heavy rain at times. It's very strong gusts possible, too.
Like you said.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, we saw the video there showing you the flooded roadways out there. And Atlantic City right now, we have a live view. And let me tell you, this view in comparison to 24 hours ago, completely a dramatic change out there. Actually, yesterday, you were only 0.2 of an inch shy of a record rainfall. Today, mostly sunny skies. You're going to see high temperature right near 80 degrees. So let's show you what has changed and how that low went away. And as we show you for Atlantic City, New Jersey, record precipitation came down yesterday. Yeah, that's the fancy talk for rain. 3.04 inches. You were just shy, as I said, by 2/100ths. Now we take you back in time. This was all the rain, the lightning. You had severe thunderstorm warnings out there, as well as flash flood warnings. Well, eventually that all pulled away, but some of the observations yesterday picked up about 4.3 inches of rain. Here's that low as it pulled away, and it took the clouds with it. Say bye-bye to the bad weather. Hello to the sunshine. You can see the clear skies out there. In fact, this is allowing for temperatures this morning to start off in the 40s, the 50s, even 30s. It almost has a fall-like feel to the air. As we time this out for you for today, you're going to be spoiled. It's going to be gorgeous out there. And you're going to say, well, I need another day like this, and I need another day like this. But for tomorrow, we're going to start to see some clouds coming in. You're going to start off with the sunshine. Clouds roll in the afternoon, and then some of that rain works in as we head into Saturday. Now, notice on Saturday, it's over towards the west, kind of creeping into areas, including Interstate 95. More of that comes on Sunday as we move that ahead, and we show you for the forecast for Philadelphia. Nice today, tomorrow, a few more clouds, thunderstorms around, and then on Monday, notice we're still going to be dealing with rain out there. Monday could be kind of messy because we're going to see another push coming in from the plains.
I hear you.
Hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Temperatures going up.